Yeah, so I want to ask you as a Nigerian, do you think the president is really listening to Nigerians? Does he hear us, our frustrations and our cries? Does he really listen to us? And what do you do, man?
Okay. In fact, what I'm observing now is that Nigerians are in a spiritual borehole.
They are in a spiritual?
We are in a spiritual borehole.
Borehole?
Yes.
How is that?
One, because it is not what rule the country is policy. For now, there is no policy on ground. And that is what I observe. And that is my take. No policy on ground. In fact, the hardship has taken the center stage. And people are suffering. So, yeah, I don't really know how to assess the government.
But what does all of this have to do with, what all of this have to do with spiritual borehole?
Spiritual borehole in the sense that sometimes there is a kind of problem you find yourself, and when you find yourself in such problem, solution will not be forthcoming. You understand? The truth of it is that Nigerians today are really suffering because we are expecting good governance. But what we are seeing today is something else. Something else, because if you ask anybody, they'll tell you they are hungry. Okay, look at the Christmas that just passed. A lot of people didn't eat what they're supposed to eat. So to me, I am not judging the government, but there is no policy on ground. Because what rule a country is good policy. For now, no policy on ground. And that alone has pushed Nigerians to a spiritual borehole where survival is something, is now the best option. That's my take.
Do you think the president really listens to us? All our cries, does he really hear us? Does he listen to us?
No, really, in government we have three arms. We have the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. And these arms need to be separated. And we also need what is known as check and balances. But what I'm saying here today is like the executive don't listen to the legislature. And the legislators don't listen to people in the executive. It's not supposed to be like that. These powers are separated. So the executive should listen to the legislature should listen to the judiciary. But today it's a different ball game. We are not seeing real democratic principles at play here.
So what do we do about this now?
What we need to do is we need to reinvent the wheel that will make politicians dance according to the beats of rule of law. Because what is happening, if we are in a democratic setting and the rule of law is not having a voice, there is always a problem.